I was just you fucking animals.
Hello, you absolute legends.
Ban the animal.
Ban the animal. I mean, fuck it, that'll do. What are we doing today?
So, since we're absolute twats who just jump on any trends possible, it's now very popular to speedrun and nuzlocke and complete games. So
yeah,
we thought,
such a fucking...
well, we have nothing better to do, so we're gonna try and speedrun and beat Pokemon Fire Red together.
I mean, to add, we've been fucking far ahead of this trend. We've been gone for like 6 months at least.
Yep.
Almost a year. And what we've been doing, practicing.
Of course.
What we're going to do today, we kind of just show them, right?
Of course. So today we're going to speedrun Pokemon Fire Red.
The classic.
The classic is going to be glitchless, anything allowed. As you can see, Isaac is already speeding up the game.
No, but I mean, since it's an emulator anyway, right?
Yeah.
The speedrun doesn't start till you leave the door, actually.
Exactly.
So it doesn't really matter this far.
But we need to actually be a
girl, because the load animation is way faster if you are actually.
Yes, and of
Worcester
course,
actually. I don't know. Have you seen that? Worcester showed that as well. The famous speedrunner.
we need a name.
Yes, I think A is the standard one for speedrunners. Yes, it doesn't really matter. Actually, little known fact: Toro generates faster in this game engine than any of the other ones. So it's actually really you actually save frames by choosing Toro. It's not a lot. It's a few frames, and in the long run, it helps.
So as you can see, we are in Pokemon Fire. We're almost ready to start the attempt.
Yeah, because it's second we leave the door.
Yes,
we start. The timer starts.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I think we are. Not very eventful in the beginning, but we'll go along. So 3, 2, 1,
start.
Go, and we're off. Pretty simple start. We just go up. Trigger every animation.
I mean, we've done this about 2,000 times.
It's. I got every. I can name every dialogue basically beforehand. So he said it's unsafe. I knew that.
Yeah, of course.
So it's quite comedic how well you know the game after this long.
So he takes us back to his place, which is kind of
it's a bit iffy, but
it's about iffy.
It was 2005. That was allowed back then. The best starter. Do you want to tell everyone?
Of course. So we're of course going to speedrun with Squirtle. It's the best starter. It gets bubble from a very early age and can slow down the opponents.
Yeah.
So we're definitely going to pick Squirtle for our choice, and we need to name it something very creative.
Yeah, but not only creative, it's also about the frame skipping again, right? Because you have to be as quick as possible. It's actually only vowels that are allowed.
Yeah. So. We can name it ADHD. Shout out to Dr. Slacking.
Yeah, so we lost a couple of frames for laughing there, but it's fine. We can
definitely retake those frames at a later stage.
Yeah.
We have found a few tricks that you can actually pull off in Pokemon Fire Red.
Yeah.
So we're gonna show them off later and kind of expose them to the public. So you're welcome. Kind of helping you out.
Yeah, but this is just a regular battle. Nothing fancy.
We got a yellow-haired cunt right in front of us. So we send on Matthew.
Yeah. No, we can just skip this. It doesn't really matter.
So of course we won the battle because we're practiced to the point where we cannot lose, basically.
Yeah, basically. The RNG is quite abusable, the same as in Emerald.
And Isaac has actually found a pattern in the grass where you don't encounter a Pokemon. So of course we have
That's
now.
Why you stop, by the way. You don't have to. Yeah.
When you finally reach Viridian City, probably like 20 minutes after we did now.
Yeah.
Of course we already are in the world running time.
Yeah. I mean, and a little known fact is that this is actually the only place in the game you actually full heal with the Pokemon Center. You don't need it for any other part of the game unless you're really bad
or a pussy.
Yeah.
So that's going to cost us a few frames. So here's Strange Man asking us to deliver a package. We don't know what.
Yeah, to be honest, we can just skip this part. It doesn't really matter. Right, now we're back. We just delivered the parcel to Oak, and very importantly, you do not take the town map from the bitch next door. No, but seriously,
that's going to cost a fuck ton of frames.
Yes, exactly. It will cost you frames. That is the most important part of that. But we'll just get through this RNG first, and we'll cut to when we're in Viridian.
So this retard is actually very important for the frames.
Right, we're now in Viridian.
It's a very important step now that you actually need to pick up some extra bolts, because in speedrunning you can't just speedrun with one mon, you need a extra few.
Yeah, it's really important. So a few should do. Like it's not really. It's of course the RNG dependent, but one should be enough.
Yeah, one should be enough. And of course you can see that we actually boosted our money count a bit. We actually sold our dad, which is a very important step in the beginning. But you should also consider doing those so as well. He doesn't really do much for the frames, but
it helps a lot.
It helps a lot.
And I'm laughing because you said dad, but I'd go for the mum.
Yeah, you don't have
it more. I'd sell her.
But yeah, so of course you only really need one bolt, because a little known fact is that you can actually achieve other types of bolts in your computer.
Yeah, you can only get Pokeballs if you just go through the Pokemon. Yes. Those are the only ones being sold this early in the game. But you actually have your own PC that's never used basically.
No.
But if you access it in Viridian City, if the time is after midday, I think.
And of course you actually have to have a account on eBay as well. I
forgot that. Yes. So if you withdraw one, you actually get this weird
question mark 35. So we're just going to pick up a few.
Yeah.
You actually need exactly 27 that help with the frames.
It has to be a prime number as well, because those generates faster.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. 27 is prime number.
So now we actually need to get our second encounter for the team.
That is super important actually, because I like that you mentioned that, because no one really goes here. People always just instinctively go, they progress and have the rival battle, and then they're done. But you can actually go to the
you're supposed to go up.
The Victory Road house.
Oh, right.
You actually go to the Victory Road, right?
Yeah.
So we'll do that, and it's super tedious to get there. We'll just skip that. Yeah, alright, so we're back now. It's quite tedious road, like the same as the town in fucking Viridian. Like, it's super tedious too.
Yeah, of course. There's no points. Now we actually
didn't cost that much like frames and shit. We actually pulled off the RNG quite well. People don't know though, this building is very important, because people just do the rival, right, and then they leave.
Yes. So you actually need to go in front of the door and pray. That's the first thing.
Which is why we're just standing here. It costs a few frames, not gonna lie,
but it's worth it.
Yeah. And so if we pray. Wait, are we facing Mecca right now?
That way.
Mecca is west. Yeah, right. Okay. Cool. Now we're done. Allies happy. We go in now. And there we go. So that's, people just think, oh, it's Victory Road. It's not. This early in the game, you actually get transported to Naval Rock.
Yes.
Really important place.
So once you're in Naval Rock, you actually need to perform a few steps, of course. This is where it's quite tedious. You just walk. But the main part is that you actually get the encounters needed to skip a few frames later on.
Yeah, I mean, we have lost a few frames already.
Yeah.
That we will compensate for those by miles. But
yes,
this will save us so much time. As you can see, we are losing a lot of frames by this long fucking corridor, but soon we get there after a long time. It's fine.
It's got to be worth it in the end. Like,
it's important that you go to the left, which is also west towards Mecca. You got to do that first. If
otherwise you'll be teleported back. So,
yeah. All right. So now we have actually reached our first encounter, right?
Yes.
Not many people get to see this at all. I don't know why people skip this. It's quite an unorthodox tactic, because. Probably because of the praying part, I think.
Yes.
Because everyone's not Muslim, like we are. So it's a bit tedious. But here we are, actually. So this is quite a powerful one. I can tell from the color scheme. So we just catch that straight away.
Yeah.
The RNG should be on our side, hopefully. There's a tiny % chance we lose, I think, 3 or 4 frames here. But yeah. We got it, so it's quite easy. The nickname part is very important.
Alright, so of course the nickname has to be Pad Thai on the whole. Don't ask us why. It's actually very important. So,
separated by a comma and a punctuation.
And a 5.
Are there 5?
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
Oh, there are 5s. Yeah, actually,
Yeah,
I forgot they added them in this generation.
Yes.
They added the number 5. Yes, there we go.
So of course the Pad Thai is going to help us with the frames later on. It's also very
the 5 is very important for that.
The 5 is very
Very
important. It actually means that you can skip 4 of the gyms.
Yeah.
So
it's insane actually. I can't believe they missed that when they programmed the game.
yeah, it's weird, right? But Ho also helps out with a few of the Elite Four.
Yeah.
But of course we have some tricks up our sleeve for that.
Yeah, we
one
don't
too.
really. I mean, the Elite Four is not the issue in this game.
No.
To be honest, it's all the early trainers.
Yeah,
they
of
are definitely the issue. All right, took a while.
Yeah, but second step in the praying process is of course to get the Lugia. If you get the Lugia and you name it a very specific thing, you can actually skip the last 4 gyms as well. So basically you're done with the game.
That is really good actually. Having a shiny, people think it actually
Gives you frames.
yeah, because in this game. The shiny animation actually increases every other animation in the game, and it stacks, so it's really good if you find multiple ones. So we'll just make sure to catch this one immediately. And
the pink color, not a lot of people know this as well. Little known fact is that the pink color actually makes your opponent less able to hit their moves, because the pink color just...
it's reflective.
It's reflective, of course. So
also,
it's harder
it's
to hit.
generated faster because of the way memories were structured back in 2005. The RAM specifically, but the specific
Lugia
name
has to be Gaddafi.
yes, exactly.
So it's very strange that Nintendo and Game Freak decided to that a Pokemon named Gaddafi actually would Gaddafi and
female
and a female Gaddafi. Yes.
Yeah.
But
really important.
Of course, we don't make these rules. We just follow them and are fucking good at this game.
Yeah.
So,
so we've saved so much.
Yeah, we've saved so much time.
Now it's important that we head back immediately because there is a ferry here. We take that back to...
It only goes every half an hour, so you need to match it correctly.
Yeah.
If you miss this one, you actually need to sit in front of your computer for half an hour.
Exactly.
We don't really want that.
You have to match the tide as well. That's so important.
Yeah,
if you don't match high tide and low tide, it's so hard.
You're basically fucked at that point. So, and of course, you have to pray that there isn't an iceberg in front of it.
Yeah.
So, in that case, it becomes either you or the captain being Rose or the other fucker. I can't remember his name.
Either way.
Jack
and the fucking Rose or whatever.
Yeah.
Either way, we'll just walk back to the start now. But we'll just, it's
a little
really
known fact is that there also is a train in Kanto, which not a lot of people use, but we're actually going to use it. If you talk to the grandpa right there, you can actually steal his ticket. Yeah. And at that point, you can get back to...
SSN. The train is called SSN.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. So we nick the ticket right now,
and
if you talk to this lady, the second you do that, the train will depart.
Yes.
So we'll do that now, and we'll see you after. It's a really tedious animation, so we'll skip that,
of course.
And we'll see you back in. Is that Viridian?
Viridian.
Yes. Right. So in a bit. All right. So now we're back in Viridian. It's really long animation. I can't believe they put so much money to animate that. It's so insane. But either way,
from the time as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's so insane.
So insane. I mean, who would really thought that Billie Eilish would actually help them out
at
that age?
In the end,
that's crazy.
Yeah. She wasn't even around here. But either way, we did. Of course, we did not do the rival battle at all earlier. No. So we do that now actually to catch up with our new mons.
So now we're gonna make our way to the Pokemon League because we're actually ready to take them on, I believe.
Yeah, it's people. For some reason, they just run through the entire map. I think you can skip the first gym or the second.
You can skip most of the gyms, but we decided to actually skip all of them.
Yeah, because with this method, you don't need it. You don't need it. And we'll show you in a second. Obviously, you need the badges, but with the amount of frame skipping we've done, they actually can't recognize the badges.
No.
So it's totally fine. You'll see that now. We just pass. Only true skilled trainers are allowed to pass. Yes.
So we just move.
Because what you don't know is there's a space behind him. He's not looking behind him.
Exactly.
So, and
he's kind of dumb.
Yeah, he's really stupid.
And this guy didn't even care.
He didn't ask.
This guy didn't even care.
Yeah, it's really lazy coding. You can see, I can talk to him, he's there, you can pass it only if you have the Thunder Badge. Do we have the Thunder Badge? No, we don't.
No. We don't.
We don't. But we can just walk right past him because they have no jurisdiction here. We are in China.
Exactly.
Yeah, they are all American.
They actually can't legally keep us.
Yes.
And
now this is an issue because we didn't have surf, right? We haven't received it.
We haven't received it. We don't have the badge for it. Yeah. But a little known fact is that there actually is a shoreline right beside it.
It's so insane. I don't know why no one noticed this. But us, it took us like a couple of months, but that's it. This game has been out for years, more than like 1.5 decades. It's 15 years, 16 years. Yeah, and
of course, none of the people know this, but there's actually a shoreline right beside it as well, so you can just walk right ahead. No problem. There's actually a tunnel right there. That wasn't actually the thing is. So what we took advantage of right there was there's actually a tunnel coded. Oh, right here as well. Yeah, there's actually a tunnel coded, but they've got the visual
it's
for
so
it.
Insane. So, I don't understand what the Japs thought when we did this. Like, they have obviously no clue what they did. But I mean, it's a good game, but that's quite a game-breaking thing.
And of course we're going to take full advantage of it because we can.
I mean, speaking of the frames, how many frames did we save there? Like 4.
Yeah, and we didn't even get the encounter as well, which is just RNG. So shout outs to us.
Yeah.
Now we have actually proceeded the Victory Road. A lot of people actually do the Victory Road, which is kind of strange.
You don't have to because look, if you
talk to this flower,
exactly, because you know the Shaman flower. Shaman wasn't released when this game was, but it was still coded in the game. So when you talk to the flower, nothing seems to happen. Fine.
You actually need to get the rock climbing kit as well. It's in the corner right here. You
right. Yes.
So you get the rock climbing kit
out of the tree. Because actually, this is it just looks like boulders, right? But it's actually quite a easy rock climbing course. So you just important part: go straight. Don't steer off the path. Just go straight. To finish off, you actually have to go like this because you can fall and hurt yourself. So you jump off this ledge. There you go. And then you're done.
So we didn't really actually important part here. It's RNG whether or not you fall or not. If you break your leg, the entire run is pretty much done because you can't move.
I mean, talking about the money we have, that's the insurance. I mean, we would have been broke immediately. We don't have the money for that.
It's not something you actually want. But luckily enough, the run is still intact. We're now approaching the Pokemon League. We actually need to buy some stuff.
So to pay off our medical bills, we actually had to take a job in the gym. What's it called? The Elite Four city or the building. It doesn't pay very well, but it's enough to
actually buy the stuff that we need, right?
Yeah, exactly. So if you talk to the clerk, he will say like, "Hi, why are you buying from a colleague?" or like, "Who are you? How did you get here?" That's fine because we have obviously quite a lot of money left from our savings, right? Very important. We have to get. They don't sell repels. Yeah, I guess max repels is fine. I actually forgot they didn't have regular repels here, but that's fine. And you actually need exactly 7.
Yeah.
7 repels to repel the bad luck, because remember, we are in China, we are superstitious.
Exactly, and also repel the homeless people.
Yeah, there are a lot of them. You don't get Premier Balls in this game, fun fact, but you actually get a discount if you buy 10 Ultra Balls. So you do that right away, that, because they will be needed later. And I think it's just time for the Victory Road. Elite Four, sorry.
I'm kind of holding my breath right now because we're really far into the run. We have a really good time as well. We have a potential world record right now. As you can see, the time on the bottom, we're so far deep right now. This could go very well. Why aren't you moving?
Alright, so now we are ready. Our shift is done, and we basically just...
It's all downhill from here. So first up we got Lorelei. A tough opponent, I'd say. It's in the top 5 at least for the opponents for this run.
Definitely.
But there's a little known fact that people don't really utilize. Right?
She doesn't hold on to her mons very well. If you get what I'm saying. She is quite bad at keeping them. Really, just period. She's bad at keeping them, because if you actually go and you just throw a ball at it. No one thinks about it.
No.
We throw a ball at it and you catch it. It's Pokemon. It's simple. That's what you do. And there we go.
There's actually an astonishing amount of people who actually think you need to beat the Elite Four, but the only thing you really need to do is just
you can
take
just
their
catch
shit.
them, yeah.
Yeah.
Because look, she opened the door for us. We're done. But you just keep going.
Yeah, she didn't have any Pokemon left. So
No.
I mean,
What can she do? I mean, it's also a very alpha move because she gets so intimidated by. I mean, we just stole her fucking prized possession. We stole her pet. That's ours.
Stole her pet.
Yeah, we stole her pet.
We ran her pet over with a bulldozer.
All right, cool. Sorry, everyone. I just had to dump my girlfriend real quickly. Now we're done. This is Bruno. This is Bruno. He is ethnic, so it's important that we apologize and then catch his shit. Same as last time.
Same method, really.
Yeah,
I mean,
we just have to pay more respect to him because he's had a tougher life.
Yeah,
definitely. What was the last bitch called?
Lorelai.
Lorelai. Yeah, she
has white privilege. So, I mean,
skank.
she
is a fucking
Lorelai has
skank.
white privilege, and this guy doesn't. But
Yeah.
when you capture the Pokemon, of course, you don't need to nick them anymore. They're not going to be used. But they are very important for the run. Since
so now exactly Agatha, an old bitch. Like what do old hags like? They're weak, right?
They don't have much memory, so they don't really know if it's their Pokemon or not.
Yeah,
which
exactly.
makes it very easy to catch them.
But not only that, it's like, you know the saying, you can't. It's easy to steal. It's like stealing candy from a baby. Stealing Pokemon from older people is also really easy because they were weak and frail as fuck. So you can
that actually goes back to the very beginning of the run. It's important that they actually choose the girl, which is underage.
Yes.
She's older. She's younger than every single opponent they actually do. The boy actually looks about 5, but he's actually 75.
Yeah,
which,
I mean legally
which makes it
that's fine. Sexually abusing him or whatever, molesting him, it's not really going to have an impact. But with a girl, they know that they fucked if they do that. If they go onto her, so it's fine. We just keep the run going now. And this...
I don't think that's why Game Freak thought about when they coded this into the game. But luckily we have skipped way too many frames right now. So now we face up against the redhead cunt.
I don't know. Is he a man, woman? I don't fucking know.
He's actually non-binary.
I think he's a furry. There's a lot of dragon fangs around the house. That's definitely a fucking furry. I can't believe Game Freak did that. It was 2005. It was a different time.
Yeah, but luckily the run is still intact.
What you have to do here, actually, interesting fact, before you say anything, you actually have, instead of catching it straight away, you kill ADHD. So you press tail whip, he absolutely fucking annihilates your little piss-ass turtle, but that's fine.
Because now he thinks he has the upper hand.
Yes,
he lets his guard down.
And you mentioned that earlier, but you were actually wrong. We will use their Pokemon. We throw out Agatha's Gengar because that intimidates him, because that shows him that we killed
You're next.
Agatha. Yeah, exactly.
You're next.
You're next, bitch. And now he's pissing his pants. He's shitting in his fucking pants. He is screwed. It's gone. He knows he can't do anything because if he stands in the way of the Master Ball, he dies. I don't know.
Now he gets captured instead, which
exactly,
means that we still get the.
He knows he's fucked, so he's basically just standing in the corner crying in fetal position. I don't care. We transfer this to the fucking PC. No one cares, and we are approaching the end of the run. Really quickly.
And we actually have a very good time. So we might actually beat our own record right now, and of course we hold the record with about half an hour. To the second place.
Everyone else, they are very far behind after
our methods are kind of revolutionary when it comes to speedrunning, especially Fire Red.
Yeah, and this is actually a bit of a callback from like 3 minutes ago when we met this blonde-haired cunt. He picked a Charmander, right?
Yeah.
That is no longer a Charmander. That's all I want to say. It is. People think it might be still be a Charmander. It's not. It's actually a Pidgeot.
But the important part is, even though it's not a Charmander, it's a Pidgeot, you can still catch it. So.
But you start with a Pokeball to see if the RNG is on your side. Because remember again, we are in China. Fire Red takes place in China.
Oh
Chinese are superstitious. And if you catch it, first try with a fucking Pokeball, that means you are going to get a world record or 8.
Yeah, but the Pokeball can be important. We didn't really think that we would go for the world record right now. The Pokeball has kind of helped us with a bunch of frames, because Master Ball has, of course, it's guaranteed, but it has...
As mentioned earlier, pink is actually bad for frames, because it renders very slowly. So now that that's done, the old paedophile is back. He's telling his son, he's basically just disowning his son. And this is why we chose Toru, because he's Asian. That's it. So I think that's it. I think the second we get to the podium, we will get the...
Alright, we actually, if we can do this in about, what is it, like 20 seconds we beat the run?
20 seconds
So
left.
if you can just speed up real quick.
Yeah, I think... There we go.
Okay, there we go.
And
a new world record in glitchless.
Yeah, really good team as well. If you look at the lineup, really a lot of memories. A lot of memories. Yeah. And this is also why you choose the girl, right? Because she is smaller. It takes fewer pixels to render.
Yeah.
The PC can work on other shit. Like she's tiny.
Of course.
She's a little child.
But we
40 seconds.
We both we
40 seconds.
We managed to beat the game in 40 seconds.
Absolutely
we want
amazing.
to thank you all for watching. We hope you tried this method at home. It's very easy when you try it a few times in practice.
Yeah.
Of course, me and Isaac has done this for about
40
months, I'd
say.
Jesus.
And
now we will go back to divorcing our parents.
Yeah.
So
sadly, you can't really catch them, but it's fine. So, I mean, the run is done, but we might as well, show them a bit of a. I think we get a preview as well. Look, so this is a preview of what we did. We caught Ho-Oh, Poké League Gate previously on the quest. We arrived Indigo Plateau. We got the job. We got the fucking job. It's actually really cool they included that.
And we couldn't get out.
Yeah, we couldn't get
because
out.
The shift wasn't done.
Yeah.
And of course
we are back in Pallet Town, and as any good teenager does after they are done with their shift and everything, they drown themselves. And now finally, you see, this is a bit of a weird part of the map, right? It's just blue. That is because the water is actually very, it's
cold.
It's very cold, it's very deep, and it's very, there are a lot of currents.
Yeah.
So jumping here is very fatal.
Yeah.
So I think that's it. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching.
Watching this world record as well. You're welcome for being able to witness this. But yeah, do you want to do the goodbye with me?
3, 2, 1.
Goodbye.
Well, that's embarrassing.
That's embarrassing. I will see you skanks next time.